Now, a father on the phone with his daughter when he hears a gunshot, then later learning his daughter was killed. Now the family of Megan Kellerman speaking out.
Can you imagine? Can't at all. The woman killed at a fast food restaurant. This was just last month. First at 4, you heard how they plan on remembering their daughter. All new at 6, Brittany Weir shares how they are working to make sure no parent has to deal with the pain they are facing.
This is something that no parent should ever have to go through. Nick and Kelly Kellerman say they have just been numb the past couple of weeks, ever since their daughter Megan was murdered here at this Taco Bell drive-thru. Nick, Megan's father, says he was actually on the phone with her when his daughter was shot.
She was a very kind-hearted, caring person.
Nick and Kelly Kellerman are talking about their daughter Megan. They say she had just graduated with her master's from Cleveland State University. She also worked part-time at a mental health facility called Shelter Care.
She was an advocate for making this place a better world, and I think she was on the road to do that. And it's a sad reality that that got cut short.
On August 14th, Megan was tragically killed at a Taco Bell in Stow.
Every day it's hard to get up in the morning. You miss her so much.
She was going to pick up dinner for her and her father. While Megan was in the drive-thru, her car was hit by the driver behind her. Scared for her life, she called her dad for help.
And the last thing you hear on the telephone is your daughter screaming, "He is out of the car." And then I hear a pop.
The driver, who was later identified as Jason Williams, shot and killed Megan and then killed himself.
So I'm yelling through the phone, "Megan, Megan, talk to me."
The Kellermans say that night their world turned upside down.
And it shouldn't be this way. It doesn't have to be this way.
Nick and Kelly say Megan was someone who was always willing to lend a helping hand, and they want to honor her by doing the same.
Someone who didn't have the help that they needed, that should have had the help, took not only my daughter's life, but took his own life.
They say they are working with local politicians to hopefully make a change.
That there's other issues out there underlying that caused what has happened. Not only to my family, happened to families prior to us. This shook a community.
The Kellermans say they have started a scholarship in Megan's honor, and they're also supporting a voluntary gun return that's happening this Saturday at Harmony Springs Christian Church, and the goal is to get more guns off the streets. In Stow, Brittany Weir, 19 News.